The week-long bear hunt ends just after 2 days. According to state wildlife officials, the quota was 320 bears. The latest report shows nearly 300 bears were taken.
Here's a breakdown of the numbers we've been given. 112 bears in the East Panhandle, 139 in the Central, 25 in the North, and 22 in the South. That is many more than were projected to be killed. The Fish and Wildlife officials expected hunters would take 40 bears from the Eastern Panhandle, the North, and the Central were 100 each, and the South they estimated would be 80. Now, before we go any further, we want to let our viewers know we have decided not to show video of any of the bears that were killed. That is based on feedback that we have received from you, many of our viewers. Channel 4's Heather Lee has been covering the hunt, is joining us now with conflicting assessments. Heather?
Right. Well, I spoke with a hunter. I also spoke with someone who has opposed this hunt from the very beginning, and both of them say that they have very different opinions on how this hunt went over the weekend.
For some, this weekend's bear hunt was a success.
My experience was good. It was exhilarating. It was intimidating.
For others, it was a disaster. Adam Segalski, founder of Stop the Florida Bear Hunt, says his team had a hard time keeping it together.
We haven't reached a bear limit here as far as what our forest can hold, so why go hunt them now? It doesn't make any sense.
Chris Bellotti got his bear hunting license months ago and says FWC did a fantastic job with the hunt, keeping everyone safe and things under control. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife, 2 citations were issued to people, one for a hunter who used bait to lure bears in. The second citation was for a hunter who killed a cub weighing a little more than 40 pounds. Both are considered second-degree misdemeanors. FWC's rules outlined no bear under 100 pounds could be taken. Bellotti says while it can be hard to tell how heavy a bear is by sight, FWC helps out.
The height of the shoulders and, the girth of the bear and the length and, how big the ears protrude from their head, They give you tips to help you make that decision, but, in the end, that's an individual call.
According to FWC, any bear with cubs around is off limits. Officials say the timing of the hunt was planned based on the fact that cubs right now would be old enough to survive on their own. Pictures have surfaced online showing lactating mothers taken in the hunt. FWC couldn't confirm how many at this time.
The FWC says at 9 months of age, which is roughly the age these cubs would be at, they can potentially survive on their own, but that's a big question mark, and we don't think that should be, and with these bear populations hovering around 3,000, we don't think that's a justifiable act to leave it up to maybe they could survive.
Bellotti says he could tell the bear he was eyeing for weeks was a mother, which is the reason he didn't take a bear this weekend. He says the cub was trailing the female bear by 2 days, and he believes that she was healthy and looking to breed again, which is why he chose to let her go. But overall, he thinks the hunt was necessary for population control and says many of the people in opposition are going too far with emails and threats.
When you want someone to tolerate your beliefs, but you refuse to tolerate what they believe in, then that doesn't work. That's not fair.
Segalski says that he will be holding a vigil for the bears in Orlando. We posted details on that vigil on our website, plus much more on the bear hunt, the breakdown of the numbers and whatnot. That's again on our website, news4jax.com. For now, we're live. Heather Lee, Channel 4, the local station.